When I was in academia, a man in higher rank than me was drawn to me, and I felt um, fear around this. I decided to leave, and important to me was to look at me and see what was it exactly that I was bothered by, and that was um, that to be able to say yes to you, I need to be able to say no to you. And this means that I need to have my autonomy, my I am, financially, intellectually, psychologically, on every level, and be an equal to you, not from comparing our egos, but from being in a standpoint where I can partake in a healthy connection. Of course, this was addressing things from childhood and society and so on. But I find this to be very, very relevant to our times. To be able to say yes, the possibility to say no, and for things to be okay, for you to not have to fear the consequences of your saying no to this, they have to be there. This is the only way we can have choice. This is how children are not able, for example, to consent to sexual relationships, because they're not in a position where they are autonomic in terms of like their living situation, the ability to make a living by themselves, the ability to get along fine without you. And it's funny because just the ability to get along fine without you is making you a possibility to get along fine with you. And this goes to us as well, yes? To grant this freedom to people. Um, and on a very global level, what is happening right now is that many people are found in political situation or personal situation very close to that situation that I was at the academia. Okay, it's not about if me and that person were compatible or not compatible or shouldn't have made these advances. It's the very essence of to even look at you, to even be able to consider you. I need to be in a place where I can be able to say no, and only when I know that it's no problem for me to say no to you, then I can see if there is something that I could say yes to. This is the raison d'etre for our relations, both on a personal level, both on a political level. And this is very, very relevant to remember. Yes, if you are not offered a viable opportunity to say no to something, and I mean something coming from above. Of course, if there's a homeless in the street and they need food, they will do what they need to get food, right? I'm talking about our political situation. I'm talking about with the workplace or anything else. And this is just so relevant to our times, to understand that anything that is being, uh, um, you know, pushed at you, and without the constellation, without the situation where you can say, no, I thank you, but no thank you, and this is not something that is leading, that is even putting you in a situation where you can be a participant, that can be accountable, because eventually you won't be accountable, right? You won't be accountable. If your government pushes on you things that you cannot say no to and still get well, okay? And the issue is not like if paying taxes, for example, paying taxes so much that you cannot live. Yes, that's the meaning. But also other things like a social credit score, like you tell you to stay house, but you don't live in a place that allows for you to be healthy while staying at home. or have enough space, enough things to do, living conditions, and so on and so forth, then basically you are being put in a situation where you are becoming an unreliable citizen, which for later you would be, they would attempt to hold you accountable for this, yes? So like I said previously, it's very important to stand up and to say, I can only be accountable when I have the ability to say no. When I don't have the ability to say no, I cannot be accountable. So you must grant me the ability to say no. And I can only say yes to what is okay to say thank you, but no thank you. Because you would want my reliability, you would want my accountability. My accountability is coming with choices that I make. If I am not able to say no to this choice and still be with dignity, with liberty, with life, with security, with abundance, then I will not be an accountable citizen. I will not be an accountable participant in whatever your agenda. So maybe you will say, oh, you have to say yes to this. Yeah, but you will not have accountable person. And so you will not be able to hold accountable this person or to control them, because there is no trust, there is no reliability. And this is so relevant for the world today, in our personal relationships, but also in the situations that we are in. So have a lovely day.